بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيبي وحبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم محمد
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الهاديين المهديين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
قال الله العلي العظيم في كتابه الكريم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا يكذبون. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
In continuation of our tafsir of Surah Al-Baqarah, we got to where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the third group, Al-Munafiqun. And we mentioned that in the previous ayah that we just read, Allah said, يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described one of the things Al-Munafiq does. And we mentioned that one of the things they do is khid'ah, to deceive, which is not quality of a mu'min. Number two, then we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say yukhadi'un in the form of present tense. Meaning it's not something once and that's it. No, it's something that is continuously they do. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ. If you look at this second part, now put the first part, yukhadi'un. And then, وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ. See, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the way He put the ayah is beautiful and amazing. We mentioned that يُخَادِعُونَ in Arabic, يُفِيدُ الْمُقَابَلَةِ, means two sides. We said that in Arabic, when a word comes on the form of فَعَلَ, فَعَلَ in Arabic, لِلْمُشَارَكَةِ, شَاجَرَ, means two part. He fight him, and I fight him back. Two people fight one another. Mushajara, taqatala, tadaraba, mean two part. But if you say in Arabic, daraba, means the hitting happened from one side, not from the two sides. That's the difference in Arabic. If I say the word darb, means hitting. But if I say daraba, means one party hits somebody. But the other party who got hit, not necessarily he hit back. But if I say tadaraba or daraba, meaning Mr. A hit Mr. B and Mr. B hit back. Now, come in Arabic, Allah said yukhadi'un. Yukhadi'un, meaning it's two sides. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about in the mind of munafiqun. They think that they are deceiving Allah as Allah and the Prophet deceiving them back. That's their mind. Now Allah wants to tell us that the deceive is only one side, which is from the munafiqun. That is why when Allah said, وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ, Allah didn't say, وَمَا يُخَادِعُونَ. No, He said, وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ. Meaning the deceive is only one side only, which is from the munafiqun and not from Allah or the Prophet. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Allahu Akbar. Allah said, but they cannot feel. They cannot see. They cannot feel what they're doing. Why? Because if you remember, we mentioned that action of every human being, good or bad, comes in 3 stages. 3 stages. Whether it's iman or taqwa or kufr, it doesn't matter. Any action that you do, it comes in 3 stages. Stage number 1 is called al-hal. When you start it. When you start, it's called hal. It might continue, it might not. It might be 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and that's it. But the same action, if it continues, then it changes from hal to what we call al-ada. It becomes ada. It becomes a custom. It becomes a little part of you. Now, if you continue the same action, if you continue, then it changes to what we call al-malaka. Al-malaka meaning it becomes part of you. It becomes something that you cannot stop. Allahu Akbar. Now let me give an example. Let's say, for example, you want to start Salat al-Layl. Salat al-Layl, you can pick a time. Say, I want to do Salat al-Layl every night at 4:30. Set up a time. You start this schedule every day, 4:30, 4:30, 4:30, 4:30. Trust me, after a certain time, your body becomes used to it. Even without alarm, you wake up at 4:30. It doesn't matter how tired you get during the day. At 4:30, the body becomes used to it. And that is what they say about Imam al-Khomeini, rahmatullah ta'ala alayhi. That Imam al-Khomeini, they say he has set a time of Salat al-Layl for himself. To the point where when the time comes, it doesn't matter how busy schedule he has during the day. When the Salat al-Layl comes, they say he wakes up himself. Nobody tells him. Even the narrator who was with Imam when he was coming from France, he said, we were in the plane. Then the time of Salat al-Layl came. Imam was tired, communication, calls here and there. And then he said, I want to take a rest. He said he was sitting, we thought all this day, long day, all these schedules, calls, he might not be able to wake up. They say exact on time, Imam woke up for Salat al-Layl. Allahu Akbar. That is how your body can be trained on certain things. This is in good, huh? Now, if you want to train yourself in bad thing too, what happened? Like Hajjaj bin Yusuf al-Thaqafi, Lanatullah alayh, who trained himself in the beginning. He was killing mu'mineen, a Shia. First, he was starting to feel bad. It might not be the right thing to do. It might be wrong. Why am I killing them? He didn't stop. Then he continued. That was hard. Now, as he continued Hajjaj, then the situation changed to what we call al-ada. It becomes, oh, it's okay. It's not a big deal. They're bad people anyway. Right? Good. He continued to kill. Now, it got to the point where it became al-malaka. Well, you know what he said? Hajjaj bin Yusuf al-Thaqafi. The same person who in the beginning he was feeling bad. He said, see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent me here to kill those people because they were bad anyway. Allahu Akbar. Now he is justifying his actions. At this point, the person, when he gets to Malaka, the person will try as much as possible to justify. At that point, is what the Quran said in the previous ayah, خَتَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَىٰ قُلُوبِهِمْ. At that point, the heart is sealed. It cannot go back or see the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Allah said, لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. They cannot feel. Why? لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Because all the 5 senses is blocked. Allahu Akbar. The sense of eyes is blocked. لَهُمْ أَعْيُنٌ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ بِهَا. The sense of hearing is blocked. وَلَهُمْ آذَانٌ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ بِهَا. Allah said in the Quran, they have ears, they cannot see with, they cannot hear with it. وَقُلُوبٌ. Allah said they have heart, لَا يَعْقِلُونَ بِهَا. That is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about them. At that point, when they get to that point, it's like cruise level. You know, when the place takes up, right? It gets a cruise level. At that point, nothing stops there. At this, when a person gets to that level, it's like cruise level. Nothing can get in the way of that person. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. Now then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ. Allahu Akbar. Now it's like somebody's asking, Ya Allah, what did they do to get to this level? Where Allah said, يُخَادِعُونَ Allah. They are deceiving Allah. See, I can deceive you. I can deceive my son. I can deceive my neighbor. But to get to the level where a person, يُخَادِعُونَ Allah. See, sometimes like people who rob, right? They pickpocket, they steal. They go to people's house. They break from people's house, they steal. But if a person gets to the level where he goes to the policeman's house to steal, you know this guy is tough, right? Because everybody, when they do bad things, they're afraid of policeman because they know he's going to take them to jail. But if a person is so tough to the point, no, he wants to go and rob a policeman, you know, this guy is really, really tough. But in his thinking and his action. Al-Munafiqun, they are so bad to the point, not only they want to deceive people like them. No, Allah said, يُخَادِعُونَ Allah. They want to deceive Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now what is the reason? What is the cause? Allah said, فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ. The cause, the reason, all this, Allah said, because there is something called marad, sickness. Allahu Akbar. See, in the Quran, there are two types of sickness. One sickness is okay. The other sickness is not okay. One sickness Quran mentioned, because Quran mentioned two kinds of sickness. Sickness number one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if you have them, don't worry about it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ. Marad, you're sick, but who's sick? There are, in Quran, they say two types of sickness. There is marad al-jismi and marad qalbi aw ruhi. Two types of sickness. Sickness that is about your body. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, we take care of it. Allahu Akbar. I'm sick, I can't go to Hajj. Allah say, don't worry about it. I'm sick, I can't pay my zakat. Allah say, don't worry about it. I'm sick, I cannot stand to do my prayer. Allah says, don't worry about it. Lean or say it according to the fiqh. Don't worry about it. But there is one sickness Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says is very dangerous. Every one of us should be so careful about this part. And this sickness, it doesn't happen anywhere. See, other maradul jismi, it can be in the ear, it can be in your leg, in your hand, but the second one, it's always in the heart. And it's so scary, brothers and sisters. It's so scary. How? Now look, Allah is describing it. It's فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ maradun. Look at the word. Maradun in Arabic is called nakira. Nakira meaning we have definite and indefinite. Definite is al-ma'rifa, indefinite is nakira. Now, in Arabic, when a word comes nakira, يستخدم لشيئين. It's used for two things. One is lil-jahl. You don't know about it. I say, a man came. A man, because I don't know him. It's called nakira in Arabic. But sometimes I use nakira indefinite to glorify and tell how great and scary that thing can be. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the sickness in the heart of al-munafiqun. Allah didn't say, فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ الْمَرَض. No, He said, فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ. You go to the balagha, they say, الْمَرَض لِلتَّعْظِيم, to tell you how great this sickness could be. How dangerous it could be. That's why Allah said, maradun is a sickness that is so unbelievable, according to the Quran. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ. Then He said, فَزَادَهُمْ اللَّهُ مَرَضًا. This fa in Arabic is called Fa'ut tafri'a. Tafri'a means a natija, result. In life, we have action and result. Right? Action and result. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to tell you that fi qulubihim maradun, because they cause their heart to develop this sickness, then the result of it, فَزَادَهُمُ اللَّهُ مَرَضًا. Allah said, then we increase that sickness. Now question that comes in mind. Okay, Allah said in the Quran, فَزَادَهُمْ اللَّهُ مَرَضًا. Allah said, they are sick, and then we increase sickness. Now the first question that comes in your mind, Allah, shouldn't you be helping them instead of increasing the sickness? Right? Somebody is falling. Should I push him to fall? Or no, should I help him to stand? Which one? Allah is saying, فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ. They are sick. Ya Allah, shouldn't you help them to prescribe the medicine and help them? Why do you say, فَزَادَهُمُ اللَّهُ مَرَضًا? Allah said, we increase the sickness. Allah, you're not helping here. You're making the situation even worse. Why, Ya Rabb al-Alameen? Now here's the answer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He created this world, this is what we call muqaddimah, introduction to the point. When Allah created this world, He created it based on what we call al-illa wal-ma'lul, cause and effect. How? Allah created that if you put your hand in the fire, it's going to burn. Whether you're wali or kafir, right? Everybody, it's going to burn. That's what Allah created. A mu'min cannot put his hand in the fire and say, Inshallah, it's not going to burn. No, it's going to burn. Because that's how Allah created it. It's cause and effect. A mu'min cannot, the kafir cannot say, I'm going to put my hand in the fire. If Allah wants, it will burn. If He doesn't want, no, it's going to burn. Because sha'at hikmatuhu, His wisdom is made based on fire to burn. That's one. Another thing, I'm hungry. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created cause and effect. And that is, before you can take care of this hunger, you have to eat. Whether you are mu'min or kafir. That's why even the Prophet, they have to eat. ما لهذا الرسول يأكل الطعام ويمشي في الأسواق. He's a mu'min, he's a prophet. But they were wondering, they said, why is he eating? If he's a prophet, he shouldn't eat. Ya Habib, Allah created cause and effect. The cause is, if the prophet is hungry, he has to eat. If Wali is hungry, he has to eat. If Yazid is hungry, he has to eat. Everybody, that's the cause and effect. Now, I cannot say that, okay, I'm going to eat, but I don't want it to be full. It's not going to work. You're going to be full, because that's how Allah created it. Part of this cause and effect, Allah created that if a kafir takes the path of kufr, automatically there are shayateen in that path that will help him to misguide him more. That's what Quran says, Inna shaytana lakum adu, فَاتَّخِذُوهُ عَدُوًّا إِنَّمَا يَدْعُو حِزْبًا. He has a party who will keep misguiding people in that path. The same thing if a person is a mu'min, he decided to follow the path of Allah. Pray, fasting. Also in that path, there are anbiya, there are prophets who also will guide the person to that destination. That is the cause and effect. That thing is there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ. Allah created that. If a person chooses to take the wrong path, the path of shaitan, automatically shaitan is going to do what? It's going to increase the misguidance. Now, question comes again. Okay, if shaitan is the one who increased the misguidance, why did Allah say, فَزَادَهُمُ اللَّهُ? Why did Allah mention His name? Here they say, it's not majazi. Allah ascribed to Himself, but in direct way. Why? Because automatically Allah is the one who created it. إِنَّا هَدَيْنَاهُ السَّبِيلَ إِمَّا شَاكِرًا وَإِمَّا كَفُورًا. You have this choice. That is why Allah ascribed to Himself. But in reality, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said the cause of this increase comes from their own actions. That is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. That is one. Number two, he also raised another question, which is Al-Aqidah Al-Jabriyah. There are certain people, they believe, because, let me take you a little bit back to explain this a little bit better. In our Aqidah, our belief, there are three groups. Group number one, they call Al-Mufawwada. They believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, since the day He created human being, He left human being to do whatever He wants, and He has no control on them. Let me give you an example. Like in the United States, when your child becomes 18, you don't have a control, right? Yes. That's what they think. Allah created you. As soon as He finished, He has no control. Whatever you want to do is up to you. He has no any interaction with you. He has nothing to do with you. It's called mufawwada. Ay inna Allah fawwada kulla shay' lil 'abd. Give everything to you. You are the one who makes decision. Whatever you do is up to you. That's the group number one. Group number two, they're called Jababira. Opposite. They say no. When Allah created you, because He created you from day one, and He has every single step of your creation, He was involved in, right? Until you die, everything you do, He has also another effect in it. Meaning everything you do, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who is in control. In other words, in today's word, like you and I are like robot, right? And then the remote control is whom? It's Allah. Man, whatever you do, Allah is the one who's pressing the button. You have no choice. You come to the masjid, you think you are the one who came? No. Allah pressed the button and brought you here. But not you. That's called Jababira. That's group number two. Group number three is called Adliya, which is Ahlul Bayt school of thought, which happened to be at the time of Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq. This group, before I continue, the group number two, they exist a lot, and even up today among the Muslims, you can see them. And maybe some of you have interacted with them. You see a brother doesn't pray, you ask him, brother, why didn't you do your salah? You know the answer, right? Allah doesn't want me to pray. If Allah wants, He can guide me. He didn't guide me, so it's in His choice. A sister doesn't wear hijab. He says, sister, why don't you wear hijab? Hijab is wajib. He said, no, Allah is the one who guides. He controls the heart. He didn't guide me, so it's not my fault, it's His fault. A person doesn't do what they're supposed to do. No, it's always Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's fault. It's not our fault, right? This ideology was built and funded by Bani Umayyah. Bani Umayyah, la'natullah alayhim, they are the one who funded this. That's why you see even Yazid, la'natullah alayh, during his time, that is the ideology he was promoting to everybody around during that time. Even when you remember, look in the history, Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad, when they brought Imam Zayn al-Abidin and Zainab and the rest of the people, I said, when you look at Imam Zayn al-Abidin, he said, Aina akhuk? And he said, Ma ismu? What is your name? Imam Zayn al-Abidin said, Ismi Ali. Then he said, Awalaysa qad qatala Allahu aliyan? Isn't Allah killed Ali? See, Allah killed Ali. He's saying, then Imam Zayn al-Abidin said, La. Kana liya akhan. I had a brother. Qatalahu nas. People killed him, not Allah. The ideology is that, no, Allah is the one who does everything. I come and kill somebody. No, it's not me, it's Allah. You did something wrong, it's not you, it's Allah to be blamed. Why? Because so they can get the control, they can rule. Because if Allah is to be blamed on everything, why are you blaming Him? He killed Imam Hussein. Allah wants him to kill. Why do you blame him? Blame Allah. That's the ideology. That is why even the same Yazid, when they brought Imam Zayn al-Abidin and the group, also he said that. And even he wanted to even make some point from the Quran. He said, I didn't kill your father. Allah want me to be a king. تؤتي الملك من تشاء تعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء. Allah, He's the one who honor anyone that He wants. Like me, He wanted to honor me to be the king. وتذل من تشاء. And whoever He wants to humiliate, like your father, Allah is the one who does it. I have no control on it. Imam alayhi salam said, no, you have all the control on it. And it's your choice which plays a role in whatever you do. So the aqidah, the belief of Jababira, that is where it comes from. So Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam, he fought this ideology, starting from all the Imams. Until today, we still fight this ideology. That whatever you do and I do is my choice and not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is why you and this is a simple ideology. Now you go to any place, any country, whether they are Muslim, atheist, anywhere you want to go kill somebody, and then when they ask you, say, no, I didn't kill him, Allah killed him, and tell them to go arrest Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and have them believe you and leave you go alone. Nowhere in the world, you and I will go and say, no, Allah is the one who killed him, I didn't, so go and arrest Allah. They'll say, no, I think something wrong with your mind, but you go to jail and then we figure it out later. Because every human being believes that we have choice, and our choice is the cause of our action. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will be a zalim, the oppressor, if He's the one who does our action and then punish us yawm al-qiyamah at the same time. Now imagine, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who sent me to go and drink alcohol. I drink alcohol. The yawm al-qiyamah, it asks me, why did you drink alcohol? Now that's Jahannam, go and enter Jahannam because you drank alcohol, knowing that He was the one who sent me to go drink alcohol. Any one of us as a father, would you call your son and say, get me water? Your son brings you water with the cup. Daddy, this is your water. And then you smack your son. Say, why did you bring me water? Oh, Daddy, you told me to. Yes, I did. But you need to be beheaded anyway. Habibi, this is a dhulm. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, وَمَا اللَّهُ بِظَلَّامٍ لِلْعَبِيدِ. In one of the ayah, وَمَا كُنَّا ظَالِمِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah doesn't do any injustice. وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ. Allah said, they are the one who do injustice to themselves, not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, if this is clear, when we go back to the ayah, Allah said, فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ. Allah said, there is a sickness in their heart. And this sickness, what causes it? Nifaq. Being hypocrite. That's the cause. And then Allah said, فَزَادَهُمْ مَرَضًا. Because let me also analyze something here. See, in the both way that we have, the both way to Allah and both way to shaitan, right? These two paths, anyone that you take, there is always a help. There's help to the Allah or help to shaitan. If you take the right to Allah, now listen to the Quran in Surah Al-Kahf. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say about Ashab al-Kahf, is it innahum fityatun. Allah said they were youth. And youth, when you say youth here, see, sometimes we say youth, we think it's teenagers, 16, 17, right? But istilah al-Qur'ani, the term of Quran, youth, is not youth in the body. Sometimes you can be 80 years old, but you're youth. In what? In your iman and your faith. When Quran says, innahum fitya, some of them were ministers, they are older people, according to the Quran and the history. But the Quran said, innahum fityatun, they were youth. Because in their aqidah, they were very young and strong in their aqidah. Now listen careful from the ayah. Innahum fityatun amanu. The first step, they took upon themselves to believe in Allah. Amanu, they believe. Now when they believe, what did Allah do for them? Allah said, وَزِدْنَاهُمْ هُدًى. We, Allah, increase them the guidance. The first step comes from the abd. The first step has to come from you. Don't think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to come and change you in any way that He wants. Allah said in the Quran, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Allah said, we don't change any nation from bad to good unless that nation take the first step. But Allah promised in Hadith al-Qudsi, Allah said, all you need to do is to take one step. One step. And guess what? Allah said, you take one step, I will take 10 steps towards you. Allahu Akbar. Man ja'a bil hasanati falahu ashru amthaliha. Allah said, you do one good deed, one. Allah said, in return, we get 10 rewards for you. One step you take towards Allah, Allah said, we have 10 steps towards you. Anything better than this? Any deal you can get. I don't know, you go to Lowe's, you go to Walmart, they don't have any good deal like the deal with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallah, if you want the best deal, it's the deal with Allah. Allah said, فَاسْتَبْشِرُوا بِبَيْعِكُمُ الَّذِي بَايَعْتُمْ فِيهِ وَذَلِكَ هُوَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. Quran says. If you want a better deal, wallah, you cannot go beyond the deal of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the last thing I want to end with this. We mentioned in the beginning, brothers, that there are two types of sickness, right? Marad jismi, marad qalbi, marad ruhan. All of us here, we have insurance for the marad al-jismi. Headache, I call my doctor. Stomach pain, I call a doctor. I have a pain in my knees, I call a doctor. I have a doctor. Insurance, I call them. To do what? To help me out to get rid of the pain. Good. Now question. Do you have a doctor for your spirit and your soul? If sickness is in your body, you have a doctor to call. But now, do you carry any card for your spiritual doctor that if something happened in my heart, my heart, I feel something, I need spiritual guidance. Do you have any number you call in order to get that taken care of? Like you take care of your body whenever you have any pains? If you do, فَهَنِيئًا لَكَ. But if you don't, brothers, let's all of us tonight start and find our spiritual doctor. It's not too late. Wallahi, carry your spiritual doctor. Number that every time now and then you call them to go check you up. The way you every 6 months, every 1 year, I go check up, right? They check your head, your heart, every part of your body to make sure that your sound, everything works properly, right? Now we need a spiritual doctor to check ourselves also, so we make sure that our spirit is on track. This is not a new thing, huh? You read the history of Imam Malik, one of the 4 schools of thought. Malik, who was the Mufti, Akbar Mufti fil Medina. You know what he said? He said, I had my spiritual doctor. Who was your spiritual doctor? He said, my spiritual doctor, that whenever I feel something in my heart, spiritually, in terms of spirituality, he said, I go to Ja'far ibn Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahu Akbar. Now, do you think Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq has any room that he goes and sleep and he checks him out? No. You know what he said? He said, all I do, whatever I feel, كنت إذا شعرت بالثقل القلبي I feel like I'm leaning towards dunya more. I feel like I'm forgetting Allah more. You know, they say all I do is to go and look at the face of Ja'far ibn Muhammad. وَتَنْجَلِي أَنِّي الْهُمُومُ وَالْأَحْزَانُ. Just looking at his face, I say, that takes care of my heart and I feel comfort. That is Imam Malik, huh? Now what about you and I? He's talking about your Imam and my Imam. That this is the role that he takes Imam to be as a spiritual doctor. Now what about you and I? We all need to take a spiritual doctor. That every now and then to check our spirit, our Iman, our faith. Because brothers and sisters, if you don't check yourself, like Imam Ali said, وَزِنُوهَا قَبْلَ أَن تُوزَنُوا حَاسِبُوهَا قَبْلَ أَن تُحَاسَبُوا. Check it. Because this heart, you cannot take it granted. It changes. لَا تُزِغْ قُلُوبَنَا بَعْدَ إِذْ هَدَيْتَنَا. Don't take it granted. You need to check it. You need to watch it. You need to always keep your eyes on it. Make sure that it functions properly. That if there is any problem, make sure that you call your spiritual doctor to make sure that it got checked properly. That is where our success is. That is what we need to get ourselves in, my brothers and sisters. Our Imam Ali alayhi salam, he has got to that level. That is why the night of Shahada, he said, Fuztu Rabbil Kaaba. You want success? Success is to live in this world and end your life in the path of Allah. That is the success. That is how Islam and Ahlul Bayt, they made the success. And that is what we need to do, brothers and sisters. The narration said tonight, which is the most toughest night on Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. After the Shahada of Imam Ali alayhi salam. The narration said Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein alayhim as-salam, Zainab, Abu al-Fadl Abbas, Kulthum, and the rest of the family, they all gathered around their father. Imam Hassan alayhi salam was washing the body. And Imam Hussein alayhi salam was pouring the water. Imam Hassan alayhi salam, he said, the toughest part of washing my father's body is when I get to the head of my father. He said, I look at my father's head and I can see how deep the injury was. He said, فَلَمْ أَقْدِرُ أَنْ أَمْلِكَ نَفْسِي. I was not able to control myself. He said, I started crying, Imam Hassan alayhi salam, Hussein alayhi salam, they both started crying for losing this great man. Tonight and today we are all orphans because Imam Ali alayhi salam is our father, all of us. The narration says Imam Hassan and Hussein, they washed the body as Imam Ali alayhi salam told them. After that, they give the body the kafan, they wrap it with the kafan, with that white cloth, according to how their father told them to do. Imam Hassan alayhi salam said, Taqaddamt, I came forward and read the salat on my father as he asked me to do. The narration says after they finished, they put their father, Imam Ali alayhi salam, in the coffin. Now they're waiting to take the father to the last resting place. The narration says Imam Hassan and Hussein alayhi salam, they were standing waiting. فَإِذَا بِمُقَدَّمِ الْتَابُوتِ, I said the front of that coffin was lifted. I said, and we lifted the back and we were following the front wherever it goes. I said, until we got to the place where we were told we have to put the coffin down. By the time we got there, the grave was already dug. The place was already ready. Now the problem is, how should we get in the grave and put this great man in his last rest resting place. That was the toughest part of everybody. When you go to put your beloved one in the last place, in the last resting place, the most toughest time is the time of putting the person in the grave. And this is Imam Ali alayhi salam. It's not like any ordinary person. It's not like any other father. This is Imam al-Muttaqeen. This is Abu al-Arhamil wal-Aitam. This is the man who fathered every person in this world. This is the person who fathered all the orphans across the Kufa. Now he has gone for the good, and now they have to put him in his last resting place. Imam Hassan alayhi salam said, then I saw a hand was stretched from the grave. Then we put the body in the grave crying, and our tears was running. Imam Hassan alayhi salam said, after we finished the burial, we were on our way coming back home crying, remembering our father, Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. He said, on our way we heard a noise and a voice. I said, Imam Hassan alayhi salam said, فَقُلْتُ لِأَخِيَ الْحُسَيْنِ, and I said to my brother Hussein, Akhi al-Hussein, did you hear a voice? He said, yes, I heard a voice. I said, let's go and see who is that in that house. Imam Hassan and Hussein, they went in, and they saw a man was laying down. Imam Hassan alayhi salam said, Ma qissatuk, what is your news? Why are you here? And the man said, Ana rajulun min Yemen. I'm a man, I came from Yemen. I've been here for a few days. Imam Hassan alayhi salam asked him, where is your family? Where is your children? He said, I'm here alone. I've been sick for days. I said, how do you get your food? How do you get your water? I said, كان رجل يأتيني. A man used to come to me every day. I said, what's the man's name? He said, I don't know his name. I said, كلما سألته عن اسمه قال لي اسمي Abdullah. I said, anytime I ask him, what is your name? His reply and response is, my name is Abdullah, the servant of Allah. Imam Hassan says, Sifli Akthar, tell me more about him. The man said, alayhi sima as-salihin. When I look at his face, I see the righteous features on his face. Imam Hassan says, Sif Akthar, give me more about him. He said, وَإِذَا سَكَتْ أَرَى شَفَتَا يَتَتَحَرَّكَانِ. He said, whenever he's quiet and I'm talking, he said, I see his lips are moving, remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Imam Hassan alayhi salam says, Sifli Akthar. I say, ala wajhihi alamat as-sujud. I say, when I look at his forehead, I see the sign of kathrat as-sujud. I say, Sifli Akthar. I say, whenever he talks, kullama takallama al-Quran. I say, anytime he opens his mouth, I hear a verse and a ayah from the Quran. Imam Hassan alayhi salam said, did he come today? I said, la. It has been 3 days he hasn't showed up. I haven't seen him for 3 days now. He hasn't come to see me. لَعَلَّهُ نَسَانِي. Maybe he has forgotten me. Imam Hassan alayhi salam started crying. He says, Ya Rajul, هذا الذي وصفته أميرك أمير المؤمنين. The man that you just described as your master, Imam Ali alayhi salam. أنه لا ينسى أحد. He will not forget anybody. وإنما صار له 3 أيام مضروب على رأسه. He has been 3 days home. Then he has been hit on his forehead. And he passed away last night. We just come. Right now we just coming back from his burial. The man cried and he says, while he was looking at the face of Imam Hassan alayhi salam, he said, Wa asafaya ala sayyida, wa asafaya ala imami amir al-mu'mineen. Then Harish said that he took the sand and started to put on his head. وَسَيَعْلَمُ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَيَّ مُنْقَلَبٍ يَنْقَلِبُونَ وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. إلهنا نسألك وندعوك بأحب الخلق إليك بمحمد وعلي وفاطمة والحسن والحسين وتسعة المقسومين من ذرية الحسين. فرج عنا فرجا عاجلا قريبا كلمح البصر أو هو أقرب من ذلك. يا الله يا Allah, we ask you. We have mu'mineen and mu'minat who are sick. Ya Allah, give them fastest recovery, Ya Rabbal Alameen. أَمَّن يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ أَمَّن يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ أَمَّن يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ أَمَّن يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ ويكشف السوء أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. باسمك العظيم الأعز الأجل الأكرم يا الله 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 يا مجيب المضطرين أجب المضطر بحق المضطر إنك على كل شيء قدير. إلى أمواتكم وأموات المؤمنين رحم الله من قرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات. اللهم صل على